Hi, I'm Phil Bourguignon, Senior Coach of London Rowing Club, formerly of the Australian rowing team from my time in Sydney. Here demonstrating the use of the MyoTruk with one of my rowers. What we've found is beneficial with this machine with the rowers is the ability to be able to actually support the frame. That they now have to support the weight of their frame with a nice flat back, which is important in our sport, and it actually increasing or making use of the gluteal sort of strength and dominance of this machine. So glute strength in rowing is very important, especially in that compression position that James is in right now. So this is, for us, this would be the compression position, even though it's at the end of the machine. So just watching James come through right now, keeping the back nice and flat, very supported across the shoulders, head nice and neutral. So the spine's quite neutral, and as he compresses back again, we see that the knees stay nice and stable. They don't rise and fall too much. So we really are accentuating the same shaping that we'd get in the boat. And I think that's why this piece of machinery is so good for rowing, because we can actually identify the exact same shapes on this machine that we would in the boat. So that would be full compression, sitting at the finish of the stroke. This would be coming to the front of the stroke, getting the bum nice and close to the heels, and getting the spine and the glutes activating right off a deep compression. There are other methods that we can use on this machine, but this is the one that we find most beneficial because in our sport it's a double foot push. We don't do any single leg pushing as such in the boat. So for us, this is the most common form of use of the machine, but you can do a split stance as well when we're doing a little bit of single leg strength work, specific strength work, which James is now demonstrating. Driving off the back foot, coming up onto the front foot, still keeping a nice flat spine the whole time, and just isolating one glute at a time really, and one hamstring. Very important that we keep the knees nice and low at the compression, and we don't let the knees in the back pop up, especially in rowing. That's not a normal movement in rowing, so we've got to really use the same sort of shaping that we would out in the boat on this machine. It's very good for that, as you can see here. Again, getting a nice shape from the hip joint is creating the leverage, and we're not getting any curve in the back and creating a collapsed hip, which is also a fault in rowing. This is actually helping strengthen the exact movement through the hip joint that we're looking for in the boat. So just go to double leg again. So in this position, isolating the knee joint, isolating the hip joint, and just getting that nice long drive, a lot of burn through the quads and glutes.